Today we will start the new point of this topic, role of microbes as biocontrol agents. The term biocontrol refers to use of biological methods to control diseases and pests. Different types of diseases and pests can be controlled by biological methods. The natural method of eliminating and controlling pests, insects, and other disease causing agents is by using their natural biological enemies. This is called biocontrol or biological control. It means that we can destroy the insect, pest, and other disease causing agents by using their biological enemies, and this is called biocontrol or biological control. The agents which are used for this are called biocontrol agents. Microbes are one among them. These microbes include bacteria, fungi, viruses, and protozoans. Microbes as biocontrol agents act in three ways. Either they cause the diseases to the pest, or compete or kill them. Chemicals, insecticides, and pesticides are extremely harmful to human beings and also pollute our environment. Different types of chemicals, insecticides, and different pesticides are used by the farmers to control to destroy the pest. And these chemicals, these insecticides and pesticides are harmful to human beings, and it also pollute the environment. It is very harmful to human beings and also pollute our environment. Hence, the use of biocontrol measures will greatly reduce our dependence on toxic chemicals and pesticides. Examples of microbial biocontrol. Number 1, Bacillus thuringiensis, BT. It is used to get rid of butterfly, caterpillars, where dried spores of BT, Bacillus thuringiensis, are mixed with water and spread onto vulnerable plants such as brassicas and fruit trees. These spores are then eaten by the insect larvae. In the gut of the larvae, the toxin cryprotein is released and the larvae get killed eventually. This is the best example of microbial biocontrol. Number 2, Trichoderma species are free living fungi found in the root ecosystem, that is rhizosphere. These are effective as biocontrol agents of several soil borne fungal plant pathogens. The fungus produces substances like viridin, gliotoxin, gliovirin, etc., that kill the other soil borne pathogens, attacking root, rhizomes, etc., causing rot disease. Four groups of biocontrol agents are known. They are bacteria, fungi, viruses, and protozoans. Microbial pesticides and their host. The correlation is depicted as per the following table. Microbes and their host. Pathogen in the one column and host in another column. Bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis, Bacillus papilli, and Bacillus lentimoribus. Its hosts are caterpillars, cabbage worm, adult beetle, etc. This is about bacteria. Then fungi, Beauveria bassiana, Entomorphothora, Palidarosium, and Zoophthora radicans. These are different fungus, and their hosts are aphid croci, then aphid unguiculata, mealybugs, mites, white flies, etc. This is about fungi. Then protozoans, Nosema lacusti. Their hosts are grasshopper, caterpillars, crickets. This is about protozoans. Then viruses, nucleopolyhedrovirus, NPV, and granulovirus, GV. Their hosts are caterpillars and gypsy moth, ants, wasps, and beetles. Bioherbicides. Weeds are the unwanted plants that grow in agricultural fields, ponds, lakes, etc. Weeds compete with the main crop in the farmland for water, space, minerals, light, air, etc. These weeds compete about these factors and also act as collateral host for several pathogens. Microbes are also used as herbicides. Many dicot herbs that grow in the field of cereals as weeds can be killed by certain microbes. For example, microbial herbicides and their host. Number 1, pathogenic fungi as mycoherbicides. Phytophthora palmivora controls milkweed in orchards. Phytophthora palmivora control milkweed in orchards. Next, Alternaria crassa. It control water hyacinth. Next, Fusarium species. It control most of the weeds. Then bacterial pathogen as herbicides. We have studied the pathogenic fungi as mycoherbicides. Then second, bacterial pathogen as herbicides. Pseudomonas species attacks several weeds. Xanthomonas species attacks several weeds. Agrobacterium species attacks several weeds. It means that these three different bacterial species attack several weeds. 3. Insect as herbicides. Tyria moth controls the weed Senecio jacobiac. Then Cactoblastis cactorum controls cacti weeds. Role of microbes as biofertilizers. Fertilizers are nutrients which are necessary for the growth of plants and thus for the productivity of cultivated plants. Use of fertilizers for increasing productivity is one of the aspects of green revolution. Fertilizers are classified as inorganic, that is chemical, and organic, that is biological. Inorganic fertilizers are synthetic, where mineral salts of NPK are mixed in definite proportion and then dusted in the field. Non-judicious or excessive use of such fertilizers lead to pollution of soil, air and groundwater, and soil becomes acidic. Organic fertilizers are biological, in origin and include farm yard manure FYM, compost and green manure. Use of these fertilizers increases the fertility of soil. That FYM means farm yard manure increases the fertility of soil. Nowadays, for better and sustainable agricultural production, farmers use biofertilizers and practice organic farming. Biofertilizers are mostly N2 fixing living microorganisms which enrich the nutrient quality of soil. They include bacteria, cyanobacteria, and fungi. Biofertilizers are commercial preparation of ready to use live bacterial or fungal formulations. Their applications to plant, soil, or composting beds helps to enrich the soil fertility due to their biological activity. Use of biofertilizers is cost effective and eco friendly. They play a vital role in the maintaining a long term soil fertility. It means that biofertilizer maintain the soil fertility and sustainability. Types of biofertilizers on the basis of nature and function, biofertilizers are divided into following groups. Number one, nitrogen fixing biofertilizers. The nitrogen fixing microorganisms which convert atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds like nitrites and nitrates via ammonia. Nitrogen fixing microorganisms are also called diazotrophs, are of two types: symbiotic nitrogen fixing microorganisms. For example, Rhizobium, Anabina, Frankia. These are always associated generally with underground parts, that is roots of higher plants. This is the symbiotic association. Free living or non symbiotic nitrogen fixing microorganisms. Example, Azotobacter, Nostoc, Clostridium, Bijerinkia, Klebsiella, etc. Phosphate solubilizing biofertilizers. These are the bacterial species which solubilize the insoluble inorganic phosphate compound such as rock phosphate, for example, Pseudomonas striata, Bacillus polymyxa, Agrobacterium, Micrococcus, Aspergillus species, etc. Compost making biofertilizers. Composting is natural process that turns organic material into a dark rich substance called as compost or humus. The composting process is dependent on microorganisms to break down organic matter into compost. There are many types of microorganisms found in active compost such as bacteria, fungi, actinobacteria, protozoa, and rotifers. Cyanobacteria as biofertilizers. Many cyanobacteria are aquatic and terrestrial, free living or symbiotic, aerobic, photosynthetic, nitrogen fixing, heterocystous or non heterocystous forms. Example, Anabina, Nostoc, Plectonema, Oscillatoria, etc. etc. Anabina, Nostoc, and Tolipothrix are associated with lichens, while Anabina is associated with plants like Azolla and Cycas. Fungal biofertilizers. Mycorrhiza is a fungus. It forms symbiotic association with the underground parts like rhizomes and roots of higher plants occurring in thick humid forests. These are discovered by Frank in 1885. There are two types. One is ectomycorrhizae and another is endomycorrhiza. These types are on the basis of infection of that fungus on the roots of higher plants. When these are on mesh of surface, then it is ectomycorrhizae, and when these are present inside the root of higher plant is endomycorrhizae. Ectomycorrhizae, they have well developed mycelium that forms mantle on the outside of the roots. This increases absorptive surface area of roots and accelerates uptake of water and nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, and potassium. Due to this, the plant vigor, growth, and yield increase. Some hyphae of mycorrhizal fungus penetrate into the root and forms hurting net in the intercellular species of cortical cells. Hence, they are called vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza. That is VAM. V for vesicle, A for arbuscle, M for mycorrhizae. Nowadays, they are described as AM fungi. The plants with vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza grow luxuriantly in less irrigated lands. The association of VAM with crop plants help in conversion of less productive field into more productive field. Benefits of mycorrhiza: number 1, selective absorption of phosphorus, zinc, copper, calcium, nitrogen, manganese, bromine, and iron. Second, enhance water uptake. Third, induce growth by secreting hormones. Fourth, offer protection to host plant from other microbes by secreting antibiotics. These are the different benefits of mycorrhiza. Biofertilizer microorganisms, rhizobium. Rhizobia are rod-shaped, motile, aerobic, gram-negative, non-spore forming, nitrogen-fixing bacteria containing node genes and nib genes. They form symbiotic association with roots of leguminous plants. They bring about nodule formation on the roots and multiply inside the nodule. They fix atmospheric nitrogen into organic forms which can be used by plants as nutrients. For example, Rhizobium leguminosarum is specific to pea, and Rhizobium fascioli to beans. Azotobacter, it is the important and well known free living nitrogen fixing aerobic non photosynthetic non nodule forming bacterium, intimately associated with roots of grasses and certain plants. It is used as a biofertilizer for all non leguminous plants, especially rice, cotton, vegetables, etc. This is the photograph of root system of leguminous plant that shows root system, and on that root system root nodules are formed and there are root branches. In the TS of root nodule at the apical side, the TS of root nodule is seen, that is the root nodule, and inside that bacterial colonies in cortical cells are present, and in the TS of root xylem and phloem, these are the conductive strands are present. This is the TS of root nodule. Azospirillum, it is free living aerobic nitrogen fixing bacterium associated with roots of corn, wheat, and jawar. It fixes the considerable quantity of nitrogen near about 20 to 40 kg nitrogen per hectare in non-leguminous plants such as cereals, millets, cotton, oilseed, etc. Anabina, it is genus of multicellular filamentous cyanobacteria that exists as plankton. It has ability to fix nitrogen and also forms symbiotic relationship with certain plants such as the coralloid roots of Cycas and Anthocera thallus. It has some specialized and colorless cells called hydrocysts, which are the sites for nitrogen fixation. Azolla. Azolla is a free floating water fern that is floating on the surface of water. Azolla plant consists of floating rhizomes, stem with small overlapping bilobed leaves and roots. The leaf shows dorsal and ventral lobes. Cycas and Anthoceros that has the specialized colorless cells called heterocysts that is useful for the nitrogen fixation, and in Azolla that is the free floating water fern that is looking like mat on the surface of water, and the leaf shows two lobe, dorsal and ventral lobe. In this photograph, this is the Azolla, that is aquatic fern, and LH of Azolla leaf shows filamentous anabina. In the dorsal lobe there are cavities present, and in this cavity Anabina azuli, this is the bacteria that is occur. In the dorsal lobe Anabina filaments are present in the parenchyma which fixes nitrogen. Azolla can be used as biofertilizer in the rice field. In the rice field, that Azolla can be used as biofertilizer to increase the yield of rice crop. Benefits of biofertilizers. Number one, low cost and can be used by marginal farmers. Second, free from pollution hazards. Third, increased soil fertility. Fourth, blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, as biofertilizers secrete growth promoting substances, organic acids, proteins and vitamins. Azotobacter supply nitrogen and antibiotics in the soil. 6. Biofertilizers increase physicochemical properties of soil like texture, structure, pH, water holding capacity of soil by providing nutrients and organic matter. Now, in our country, many biofertilizers are available in the market, that is Azolla, Biola, etc. to reduce the use of chemical fertilizers and its hazardous pollution in the soil, in the air and water.